see what happens. Oh wow! Oh! Oh, into the fire pit. Ooh, that's probably good 8 or 10 feet. Oh, took out the tiki torch. Ooh. Hey guys, welcome to Frank's Tech Help. Today we're here with the Traxxas Rustler 4x4 VXL model, and I've started having issues right away. I've only been driving this for about a half a day or so, and it dug in really great at first, but then it kind of seemed like it didn't have as much going on, and after some closer inspection I noticed that the front wheels weren't really spinning the way that they should be. And I ended up driving it for a while after that, and so I'll show you that problem. And then the other problem is that the drivetrain, I mean, it quit running completely, and the motor is like bzzz, and I thought, oh great, I've stripped a gear already, you know, not even had it an hour. Granted, you know, I've been doing jumps and jumping it, ramping it off a tree and stuff like that, so I've kind of hit it pretty hard, but there's a simple solution here. And if you're watching this preemptively, you haven't purchased this yet, or you just got it, go ahead and check this beforehand, this process. It'll save you some headaches down the road, or maybe you've just happened upon this video after breaking yours. So the first thing, I'm just going to zoom in here. This is all fairly simple. Right here, when I first purchased this, pulled it out of the box, did my review, I noticed that there's the play right here in the drive shaft, and this is normal as far as that goes. You know, it goes from the front to the back, so it's supposed to have some play there. And what had happened is that this part, apparently the screw, the hex screw right here, slid out of place. Let's see if I get that at the right angle for you guys. Yeah. So apparently this bolt had loosened up or something, and it caused this entire drive shaft rear drive axle mount to slide forward, and it had pretty much disconnected from the rear differential for the most part. And when I came back in to repair it, it was actually stuck. I don't know if I had like bent it as a result of that or what happened exactly, but it was so stuck, in fact, that I had to take a pair of pliers, take another blunt object and pound it back into place. Once I was able to get this properly pulled back, it loosened up. It dropped back into track or something. So from there, you just got to make sure that the flat side of this drive shaft bolt is facing the hole here, and then you tighten your screw back down. You're going to want to use a 2.0. Granted, you can use the wrenches, the hex wrenches that come with the kit, or you can use a hex 2.0. And this actually is a little more efficient because you get a better grip and it doesn't feel like it's going to strip as much. So just try to, you know, if you have a precision set or whatever, it's a 2.0 for that. Alright, so that took care of the four-wheel drive part of this equation. So I'll show you. You spin the axle when the front tires are moving as far as that goes. Now the next issue that I had is that after the front wheels quit working, I came back in here and I'd figured out finally what was going on here. As it turns out, the bolt that is holding the motor into place. If I can get this in the right angle for you guys. If you see this slip bolt, this bolt right here, if you unscrew it, you can adjust the placement of the motor, how far in or out, you know, or how close you are to the gears, drive shaft gears in the back. And this bolt was apparently slightly loose as well, or the fact that I was running it so hard, tumbling and stuff, it knocked it out of alignment just a little bit. So for this one, I used a 2.5 hex tip, or the included Allen wrench that comes with the kit. Once again, I prefer the precision tools because it doesn't seem to strip anything down quite so quickly or bad. So anyway, I did have to loosen this and then kind of move the motor around. If you push it all the way out, it's not going to connect to the motor at all. So whenever I started, you know, tried to run the car, it was sounded like the gear was stripped. Seriously, just zzz, zzz, it wouldn't go anywhere. And that was as a result of being pushed too far out, you know, away from the car. Now, you can come in pretty far on that bolt right there, but if you go all the way in, you probably get to put too much pressure on that gear, and you don't want it to be too tight. I did push it all the way in to test it, and so you like give it gas, and as soon as you let go of the gas, the wheels stop almost immediately. So it's a little bit too much pressure. So you want to adjust it out just a little bit, and then tighten it down and kind of find a sweet spot on that adjustment right there. But since performing this repair, I'm going to turn this on here for a second. Since performing this repair, everything is working straight up now. I'll just give you an example here. Ooh, getting out of control. Okay. Turn that back off. Put a mark on my monitor. Alright, so there you have it. That's a quick and easy fix. You know, I kind of was like, oh crap, man, I ain't even been driving in an hour and I've already broken it. And so that's, you know, if you run into this problem, you know, there's your solution for the four-wheel drive, and then there's your solution for zero drive on all four wheels. Now, another thing you can do is if you go to the front wheels, I don't know if I'm going to get this in here or not. Alright, so the best I can show you, right back there, the circle, you see the hex wrench bolt right there. That is the front drive shaft, and that is it is locked down. On one side you'll see that it sinks in so that you can fit your screwdriver tip on there, and then if you roll the wheels around and change it to the opposite side, you can verify that by the placement of this bolt right here. Now you can see where that bolt goes through there, and it's actually coming out the other side. So that's what you're going to want to look for, is that that's flush on one side and screwed in on the other side. And so once again, the placement of that is right up in there, so it's kind of hard to get to as far as that, or see as far as that goes. But with your Allen wrench, Traxxas has designed this really well, because I can actually access it with the Allen wrench, or the hex wrench that they provide, and my precision screwdriver kit. Just squeeze the tire in there a little bit, and I can actually get right into that area to make sure that that bolt is tightened, or if I need to make any adjustments or whatever. So good design on you. Alright guys, I guess that concludes this episode of Help, I Screwed Up My Car with Frank's Tech Help. So it's pretty simple, straightforward repair right there. And I'm glad I discovered it, because I really thought I'd screwed this thing up bad. And I did have to, like I said before, pound that drive shaft back in there a little bit because it was warped or twisted or something. But once I got it back into place, it started spinning freely, and I was able to put that bolt down in there. And then the same thing on the motor. Make sure that everything's tight. In fact, take your Allen wrench and go through the entire thing and make sure that everything's tightened down, just to be safe. Anyway, hope this video helped you out. As always, thanks for watching Frank's Tech Help. Peace.